up first instead of the Zealot. I don't know actually what would be better. Looks like OnFire is getting his second gateway, third gateway down now. MtnDew getting his third pylon down. MtnDew only 2 probes behind OnFire. He is catching up quite fast. Getting his third gateway down now, and a 4th pylon. And OnFire does control one of the Xel'Naga towers. It looks like MtnDew does have 2 Zealots out. OnFire getting his first Stalker out, and it doesn't look like MtnDew's got a Stalker out just yet. He spent the minerals on on 2 Zealots, but his Warp Gate is going to finish before OnFire. OnFire finishing a few seconds behind MtnDew. And it looks like MtnDew is getting his second assimilator, which was quite behind OnFire. OnFire getting a robotics bay now, so it looks like we will see Immortals. He does have that rallied, so we are going to see an Observer come out first. There we go. There goes the Observer. MtnDew getting that Warp Gate on the 3rd gateway, throwing down a Twilight Council, so it looks like we might see Blink Stalkers or Charge Lots. I'm assuming it's going to be Blink Stalkers because MtnDew's Blink Micro with Stalkers is redonkulous. Throwing down a Robotics Bay now, so we are going to see a possibility for Immortals, and then, well, just basically Immortals. An Observer, then an Immortal. Here comes the Observer, and it looks like OnFire is going on for a little early push. MtnDew does have his natural going up. That might be a problem for him. And it looks like OnFire does have the advantage here, having that sentry. Well, it looks like MtnDew has a few more Stalkers than OnFire. OnFire getting an extra Zealot. Throwing down a Proxy Pylon as well. That Zealot is going to scout this natural.
Base is under attack.
And here goes, throwing down that force field. Oh, MtnDew's Stalkers are actually blocked from going down, moving them away from the force field. Actually a smart thing to do. But it looks like OnFire's attention is mostly on that natural. It doesn't look like MtnDew has that blink up yet. Taking out that sentry now, so OnFire can't throw down any more force fields, and it looks like he might actually lose that natural. Coming down with his Stalkers. Oh, and there goes MtnDew's natural. That is going to affect him a lot. And it looks like OnFire now running away after he's finished his mission. Blinking in, taking out that one Zealot. He should be looking for the Proxy Pylon. MtnDew throwing down another Pylon. I don't know if he's going to throw down another expansion. Taking out the Observer. MtnDew with his own Observer out. So now OnFire does not know what MtnDew has going on. And he is throwing down another natural. He did that before, or after killing out that Observer. MtnDew coming out with one Immortal, and warping in a few more Stalkers. And it looks like OnFire's got another Observer coming out. It would be a smart play to get Immortals, as Immortals rock Stalkers. And it looks like MtnDew actually has the advantage here, having 2 more Stalkers over OnFire and an Immortal on the way. Taking the Xel'Naga tower, taking vision away from OnFire, taking out the other Observer. And it looks like OnFire is actually getting a Stargate, so we might see Phoenixes. Or the possibility for Void Rays. I don't know if that's the smartest play by OnFire, as MtnDew is going mass Stalkers and Immortals. Air will just get rocked. MtnDew throwing down his Proxy Pylon. Looks like he's going to do a push of his own. Taking out that Observer now. And here comes the push by OnFire, warping in a bunch more Zealots. but MtnDew is going to run away. OnFire throwing down his natural now. And it looks like MtnDew won't be doing the push here until he gets a few more men warped in, seeing that OnFire has a lot of zealots. Now here comes the push, warping back the wounded stalkers. Oh, and it looks like OnFire blocked himself out. Looks like MtnDew's got a lot more immortals coming. Second immortal on the way. Third one in the Robux big just building. MtnDew going in for the push now, taking out that sentry, and it looks like OnFire wasn't paying attention. He just lost his sentry. There will be no more force fields by OnFire. Coming out with that void ray. That's not the smartest play by OnFire. That void ray is going to get rocked quite heavily. And I don't believe, OnFire does not have the charge ability for those zealots, so they won't be able to do much against stalkers, as stalkers can micro tank them. Going for that pylon kill. OnFire not paying attention. There goes the pylon. So it looks like OnFire won't be able to warp in any more units close by. MtnDew getting his natural up and saturated as best as he can. Warping in a few more stalkers. He's got his third immortal here already. And it looks like he is going to go in for the push now. Or just testing OnFire's abilities. OnFire warping in a bunch more stalkers. He really needs to get the a charge ability or blink ability for the stalkers so he can use them effectively. Preferably that charge ability so they can surround the immortals or the stalkers. And it looks like MtnDew is going to try and take out that Stargate. And it doesn't look like OnFire is paying too much attention. MtnDew doing harassing here. And it looks like he will be. Yes, he took out the Stargate. OnFire unable to keep him back from taking it out. MtnDew might actually even blink up on top of the ridge, giving himself an advantage over OnFire's army. MtnDew, looks like MtnDew's actually got a Dark Shrine coming, so it looks like we will be seeing DTs, possibly Archons. Archons do a lot of damage for his stalkers, and they will rock the Void Ray. MtnDew looks like he actually blinked up a stalker, taking out that pylon. Warping, blinking up another stalker, so it looks like he wants to get that pylon out of there. OnFire throwing out another pylon at the bottom. And it looks like he's actually going to try and take out that forge. OnFire bringing up a few stalkers of his own. Oh, almost killing a stalker there. And his stalkers don't have the blink ability, so OnFire is at the disadvantages as he can't blink micro his stalkers back from the front line. Oh! And there goes MtnDew blinking his stalkers back so Zealots and DTs can go into the front of the line, letting the Immortals tank most of it. Looks like he will be losing most of his damage, but those DTs are going to take out the stalkers. And I don't see another observer from OnFire. And MtnDew blink microing his stalkers back so they don't die as fast. And it looks like OnFire sending his probes. OnFire throwing down the GG, and that will be MtnDew coming out as the victor on Zelnaya Caverns. I am your host, LiquidJinx, and this is brought to you by BlitzCraft. I hope to see you guys soon for more 1v1 videos. and our all-time favorite MtnDew as the newly appointed Masters player. I'll see you guys soon. Hello and welcome to another BlitzCraft game brought to you by LiquidJinx. Today we have MtnDew, the red Protoss, spawning in the top right-hand corner. And we have OnFire, the blue Protoss, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. This is a PvP game, and it is on the map Xel'Naga Towers, or Caverns, sorry about that, Xel'Naga Caverns. MtnDew is playing his main race, so this should be an interesting game as MtnDew is a Masters player. OnFire is either a Masters player or a high-ranking Diamond. We have OnFire throwing down his first pylon. MtnDew throwing down his pylon right now. It looks like his pylon is a bit later than OnFire. MtnDew looks like he was waiting to get one more probe out before getting his pylon down, which means he will be behind on his gateway as OnFire has just started his gateway. OnFire sending out his probe now. And it looks like MtnDew is getting his assimilator down. And OnFire getting his assimilator down. So it looks like MtnDew was faster on getting the assimilator down, so he will have Stalkers out before OnFire. There goes another gateway by MtnDew, so it looks like he will be two-gating this possibly. Getting that assimilator down. OnFire throwing down another pylon instead of a gateway like MtnDew. He does have one AFK probe sitting in front of the assimilator. Now he's getting his cybernetics core. MtnDew getting his cybernetics core as well. It looks like MtnDew was faster on the cybernetics core, and now getting his second pylon, so he doesn't get supply blocked. OnFire is 19 of 26, while MtnDew is 17 of 18. So it looks like he is ahead of him in probe count. Yeah, it is 17 probes for MtnDew, 19 probes for OnFire. But MtnDew does have the advantage here with a double gate and his cybernetics core up first. So he will get that warp gate technology before OnFire. It doesn't look like MtnDew's been able to kill this probe yet. Getting that zealot out now. MtnDew looks like he might be chasing this probe down. Nope. He's just gonna sit up here, make sure no zealots come from OnFire. OnFire getting a sent.